We're back, team, and we're talking about problem number one. So I think for a lot of us, right, life is busy. Work's hectic. We travel, we commute. We've got family. We've probably got kids. All that jazz, right? We already probably think we have less and less time as maybe the months and years go on. But I don't want this to be an excuse for us because we have a lot of time for a lot of other things, and nutrition needs to be one of them. Okay, especially if we care about our health, fitness, and longevity. So I think a lot of the time people might say, Tom, I don't have time to cook, I'm too busy. Or other people in the past have said they don't like cooking, and that's absolutely fine. But we need to find a way and a means to make this stuff easy. So if you don't have time, there's essentially two options. Number one is we create some time in our diary. We actually give this nutrition thing the time and the attention it needs. So option number one is we're going to plan and prep. We're going to plan our meals out, and we do that obviously through like menu creation, that we do that together. I'm not going to talk through that in this video though. That'll be another video in the future. And prep, we've got to think about the food that we do plan out and the meals that we plan out together. We've got to think about, right, well, when's that prep time going to happen? Because we can buy the food, we then need to cook and prep the food, we then need to eat the food. So I think option one here is we need to prioritize the topic of nutrition, topic of meal prepping. Now, not everybody is going to be in this camp, which is absolutely fine. But if we need reframe this a little bit, right, is number one, we need to make this a priority. So think of this as your work schedule, your diary. You need to put it in your diary just like you would a meeting, just like you do your health and fitness, just like you do with your sessions with me, just like you do with, if you're a teacher and you have set times and you've got to be in class, just if you're running your business and you've got set times you have to be in meetings or you have to travel. Nutrition is exactly the same, right? I think also, number two, when we're thinking about cooking, if we do this in the right way, we don't need to make the same meal 4 different times. We can just batch cook one meal at the same time, prepping and cooking, and out of that one meal, we get 3 or 4 meals from it. So one meal, eat 3 or 4 times. And also menu creation. A lot of the time, people are maybe thinking that they need excitement from the food. And I'm not saying that we can't get excitement from the food, because when we create your menu, I'll always say to you, right, what foods do you like eating? What foods do you not like eating? And then we take those foods, we take those meals, and we're like, right, how do we make sure those meals fit into your macros, fit into your calories, fit into your hitting your protein, your carbs, and your fats? I think what we want to do is create restaurant-worthy staples. This is your menu. Just as a quick caveat, I've pretty much eaten the same dish for like 2 or 3 years. I have 4 poached eggs, I have 2 slices of toast, I have 30 grams of avocado, and I have 100 grams of smoked salmon every single day. I fucking love it. So why would I not eat it on a regular basis? It's just crazy. I love the food. Why would I not do that? And I have that every day, right? And it's about getting and designing your menu whereby you love the foods you eat, because you should enjoy your food. Food is there to be enjoyed. Okay, it's not just for fuel. So we need to plan and prep. This is option one. Okay, not everybody is going to be in this camp, but your goal through this process, your goal is to eat high protein meals without the stress. So is it going to be option one? You're going to plan and you're going to prep and you're going to eat the food. Or is it option two? And we think about outsourcing this, right? If we're not going to do it, someone else can do it for us, which is absolutely fine, because some people want to be in this camp. Some people don't like cooking. So chances are you're probably not going to do it. Don't force yourself. This might be something way down the line we sort out and we do, but let's outsource it. If we have the means to do it, outsource it to a meal prep company. They're going to give you high quality foods, highly nutritious, that fit your macros, that allow you to crack on with your day whilst knowing you have good food that can just be chucked into a microwave and heated up and eaten. Very, very quick, very, very easy. There's no time to prep it, there's no time to cook it, and there's no time even cleaning up. It's a big, big winner. So option two, we can offload it. Offload it, I was going to say offload it. Number one, saves time, but it does cost more. Potentially. Depends what you do with obviously your spare time and when you're going out and about. I'll talk about it in a second. I'm going to go on a quick little demo with one of the meal prep companies. But you're looking somewhere around like the £6 to £10 mark, depending on what you're getting. So it might not always cost more. You might think it costs more. Number two, no cooking or cleaning. It's just grab and eat. Super simple, super easy. For some people, this is going to work out really, really good if they have a busy schedule. And it can still be cheaper than buying food out and about, depending what you do and depending where you buy food. Especially if you're in London, it costs a fortune, and I hate spending money. Okay. If we're thinking not necessarily about prioritizing it, planning and prepping, because that's going to come in some future videos, we're going to focus on how do we think about offloading the stress, and that's going to come from utilizing meal prep services. Now, there are others available out there. These are just the ones that obviously come to mind for me when I created the slides. Like Fresh Fitness Food, The Good Prep Company, Simmer Eats, Fuel Hub, Thrive, The Gym Kitchen. All there. You can test them all out, you can try them all out. You might say, right, Tom, well, how much does all this cost? Because I reckon it's going to be an absolute fortune. Chances are your meals are going to be somewhere between £6 to £10 per meal, depending on the provider and how many meals you get. Think about this. If you was to eat in London, or you was to get a coffee, or you was to get a meal prep at Tesco, or if you was to go to a food vendor, I can guarantee to get yourself filled up and actually hitting your macros that you need to hit your targets, you're easily spending £7 to £15 guaranteed. And if you're not, I'd love to know what you're buying. So, quick one. Let's jump off. This is Fuel Hub, right? It is so simple, right? If you went into this app or website, whatever, all you need to do here is there's always offers, right? All you need to do is go order now, weekly meal prep or one-off meal prep. Let's say we're going to do this on a weekly basis because obviously we want to offload it, we want to take away the stress of obviously planning and prepping food ourselves. I believe it's pretty much for this company is £8 per meal. So let's say you picked out 6 meals. The meals last 6 days in your fridge, so wicked. On one day you can just go to town and have 2 meals. Happy days. So 6 meals. For me, a no-brainer. Why would I not have it on a Sunday? Because I want it ready for my whole week. And you get to choose all your meals. So low carb, low calorie, fish and veggie, meat and poultry, chef's selection, bestsellers, and just boom, populate that stuff. You got 6 meals. You're ready for the week. You go to checkout. It's £48. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and off you go. Super simple, super quick. This stuff doesn't need to be complicated. Like I put in this last slide, right? Your goal is to eat high protein meals without the stress. So meal prep services offer this. Now, you're probably thinking, Tom, do you do meal prep? And no, I'm a bit of a cheapskate. I'm not in a position right now where I feel like I want to spend the money on meal prep because I'm happy putting it into my schedule on a Sunday and prepping my meals myself. And you're probably thinking, why, Tom, why is there a T-Rex on the screen? The reason there's a T-Rex on the screen is because everybody in the office and at work calls me T-Rex because I have short arms and I can't put my hands in my pockets. So don't think that I do this because I don't, and that's absolutely fine. But for some people, it is going to be what they need. Cost comparison. Is meal prepping cheaper? I'm going to get into this in some future slides, but meal prep service versus home cook cost breakdown. Roughly £6 to £10 per meal, £120 to £200 per month, depending what you're ordering. If you're home cooking, buying ingredients, prepping your meals yourself, I don't know, somewhere between £50 and £100 per month, so it's maybe half the price. But you've got to ask yourself the question, what do you value more? Do you value your time more? Then you probably want to go for a meal prep service. If you value your money more, then doing it yourself is okay. You just got to think about which camp you want to be in, what's going to be the most stress-free, easiest thing for you to hit your protein target. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And in the next video, we'll be talking about, we've got one more slide. We're going to go choose your route. And in the next video, I'll talk about that in a sec. Choose your route. So number 1, plan and prep. Build your menu, plan your weekly slots, protein focused shopping list. We're going to get into these in future videos. Don't worry, I've got you. Option 2, meal prep. If you lack time is worth more. You don't enjoy cooking, meal prep's probably the one. Target. Your goal is to eat high protein meals without the stress. The aim of the game is consistency. With your nutrition, pick the method that works for you the best. It might start off with meal prep. You might then move from meal prep into prepping your own meals. Absolutely fine. Choose which one you want to be in, think about which camp you want to be in, and just make sure you are doing this on a consistent basis. I'll see you in the next video.